It's your boy, Megalodon J. And I got a special one for you today. Look here. I finally got a chance to catch up to Miss Newman Smith, alumni Triple D, UT legend, Miss Courtney Okolo. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. So how's your week going so far?
It's good. I'm back home in Dallas. I'm going to be in Dallas next few days, and then I'm going to Houston to visit some more family, and then back home to Atlanta. Start back training.
You enjoying the off season so far?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long off season for me, so I'm ready to get back to training. I'm not used to taking like a lot of time off.
So we're gonna get to that, okay?
Yeah.
So check this out. So Miss Okolo, if y'all don't know Miss Okolo, she is a UT legend, also from the Triple D. So we know how the Triple D is, and so well, I know how the Triple D is. You know, I'm from H-Town, you know, so it's just a little drive up that way. You know what I'm saying? But Courtney has a very, very special talent in the 400 meters. She is an Olympic medalist. She's also a world medalist, and she is fire on the track. But what I want you guys to understand, Miss Okolo, and this is a question that's been burning with me for a few months now, and I've been wanting to ask you, you're Nigerian, correct?
Yeah.
One question that people always ask me when I run into them is about dual, like being able to run for both countries, right? What made you choose to run for the United States versus running for Nigeria?
Well, I think the main reason is like when I started, when I was like maybe like a junior, like in like junior age group or whatever, like they offered me, like Nigeria Federation or whatever asked me to, but my parents told me that I should run for the United States. So I was just like, okay, yeah, so my parents told me to do, but now I kind of see like the reasoning behind it. I think there's just more opportunities when you run for America. It is a lot harder to make the team as an American, but it's just like usually the USA is like the best team, at the games or at Worlds or anything. So I think it's just more opportunity, and sometimes like Nigerian Federation has like ups and downs with like management and stuff. So I think it was like probably just the best overall option. And I grew up in America my whole life, so I guess a lot of me like relates to being Nigerian, because it's the culture I grew up in, my parents, but like at the same time I grew up here, so it kind of made more sense.
No, you're a Dallas person up there, so I know a little bit about Carrollton. So I used to spend a lot of time in Carrollton, so it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's a pretty cool place. So one thing I wanted to ask you too, as far as like the season, how do you feel like the season went for you this year, and for the upcoming season for the World Games? How's your preparation changing?
Yeah, last season was a bit rough. I had a lot of changes. Like I moved like a few times, and I changed like training groups, and I just had a lot of ups and downs. So it was kind of a tough year to like go through all that, like it being Olympic year. But I don't know, I think I'm pretty good at putting things behind me, and like I'm always looking forward to like what's next. So I had a long like break to put everything, like dust my shoulders off or whatever, and just get ready for what's next. So I'm really excited for Worlds. That's the goal for me. It being, I think they said it's the first time it's in America, like in the United States. So, and then of course it's in Oregon, like which is like the best, one of the best tracks out here. So yeah, that's just like, my eyes, tunnel vision, like I'm just focused on that right now, not really worried about everything that's happened in the past.
I know I know me personally. I'm looking forward to seeing you run, man, because it's like whenever you get that stick, man, it's like she's back there. She's back there. Oh, that's the Okolo. Hold on. So for me, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. But let me ask you a question. So right before you get ready to get into your race, you have your headphones on. What kind of music are you listening to? Because I listen to a lot of Kid. I just got introduced by the Tim's by Drake. Thank you, Drake. Thank
really?
you.
You haven't heard Essence? I feel like that's what introduced everybody to Tim's was Essence, the song with Kid. But for me, like I like Afrobeats. You know, I'm Nigerian. Like I hear it often, but I really like listen to like rap or like hip hop. Like I listen to a lot of Future. Probably if I'm running like and Drake drop, I'll probably, that's what I'll be listening to. But yeah, I listen to a lot of like that maybe like rap, like not something you want to always play out loud in front of everybody type music, depending on, who you're around, your environment. But yeah.
So what's your favorite song off of the Drake album?
I think at first it was Knife Talk, but now it's In Too Deep. Like the switch, like I really like music, so like I can really talk about music, but like the switch between Drake's part and then when Future comes on, like I always like run that back, like that's like my favorite part, like when the beat changes and then Future comes on, because I really like Future. But yeah, that song, especially in the car, like when you listen to it in the car, like
I mean, really, look, he eased into it. He was like, hey, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom. So okay, so I know that what a lot of people don't realize is like being a track athlete, your diet has to be pretty much on point all the time. What kind of foods do you like to eat, you enjoy to eat, and what kind of foods do you eat in the off season?
So during the season, I probably like most of my meals are balanced, like protein, carb, like vegetable. So I'll probably have like chicken, rice, broccoli or something. Like it's simple. Yeah, I just try to get a lot of protein intake and then carbs to like give me energy. I really don't eat out, not really because it's unhealthy, just because like I'm kind of on the cheap side, so I don't really like to spend money. And yeah, but I'm not like super strict though, because I feel like I'm like lucky, like I don't really like my weight doesn't really change. Like I've pretty much been the same weight since like college. So, but I really don't like eat that much junk just naturally. Like it's not really like just what I like naturally. But in the off season, I really didn't do that bad this off season. But like if I had a long season, like if I would have ran all the way to September, like I would have packed me some hot chips, like some hot fries to the meet, so I could have it my last race. So like that's my thing. Like I don't really eat hot fries or like chips and stuff during the season, which is a long time. So like whenever I'm done running like the season, I always get some hot fries, Chester hot fries. That's like my one thing that I gotta stay away from.
So let me ask you this. So you're going through this process of training. Obviously, like you said, you ended your season earlier this year. You did a couple of changes within your program. What are some of the markers that you have set? Because I did hear you say goals, and I hear that you're a very goal-oriented person. So what are some of your goals for this upcoming season?
I probably just keep it simple. I really just want to make the world team. So, I mean, everything, there's probably like small goals to get to that. And it's probably like a whole list of things that I probably need to do in order for that to achieve that. But just in general, like that's the main goal. So I'll just say that, like to make the world team. That's the main goal.
So I see that you like to go to the lake.
To the lake?
To the lake, to the river. And I see you taking all these cool pictures everywhere. What do you like to do in your spare time?
You know, I really don't do much. Like occasionally I'll do stuff like that, but I really don't. I'm a homebody. Like I stay at home. I love to watch TV and binge shows. Yeah.
Are you a Marvel and DC person?
No, I'm not.
You need to check out Doom Patrol. Doom
I'm
Patrol.
who?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Control?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're missing out.
See, that's like I really like movies, but I never got into to like Marvel and all that.
Oh
I
yeah, man.
tried. I like the only thing I liked was it's not Marvel though. I like the Dark Knight series, like Batman Rises, Dark Knight, and Batman Returns, or Dark Knight Rises, or whatever it's called. I like those three, and that's it. Sorry.
No, hey, you know, teach his own, you know, different stroke for different folks. You know how it
Yeah.
go. What do you like to do though? What's your hobby? What's something that outside of track and field that you would be known to be great at that people admire also?
Um, I guess I do a lot of things. Like I'm kind of like a do-it-yourself type of person, so I'm always like working on like projects, and like if I see something like that I like, I'll try and do it. Whether it's like hair or nails, I don't really do makeup that much. Or like if I want to like if I see like with my friend, I made like this mirror thing, like this big industrial mirror. Like if I see something on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I can make that. I'll try it. You know, like I try to like recreate things. So I like to do stuff like that. I guess I'm like good with my hands. I like to, I don't know, to do stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not really like a outdoorsy type person. Like the only time I'm really outside is like if I gotta go to practice or something. Yeah.
So real quick. How's your stay in Atlanta right now? Have you been to the Patti LaBelle?
No, I haven't. I've been to some good restaurants, but a lot of them restaurants that like you hear about, like Candy, she has like the old lady gang restaurant. They're like super packed all the time. And like I don't know if I like want to make a whole day of going, you know, to eat somewhere. But I've seen some cool stuff. Like I went to the Outcast mural a few times. I really love Outcast. So I went to like a couple museums, um, stuff like that. Stuff that's not too time consuming. But I need to do more. Like I've been here since March and I haven't really done that much. But
So you say you like Outkast. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Andre 3000's verse on the Kanye song. Did you hear it?
I did. I did. I wish it, I mean, that probably would have been my favorite song off the album if he would have put it on there. But I understand why he didn't. I understand.
What'd you think about the verse?
It was very like personal and like it was like a story, you know, like he was, and I see like the relation, like I remember when Andre, like his mom passed away and he doesn't really like, you don't ever hear anything about him. So like that was like, he was telling a lot. So that's why I understand why he didn't want it. Cause like, I think Kanye had said it like this in Kanye's verse, he had diss Drake. And so Andre was like, that's not what I thought it was going to be about. You know, like I poured out my soul and now your verse is dissing Drake. So I understand why like it wasn't a part of the album, but at least I heard it. At least it wasn't like a mystery. So,
Yeah, it was really nice, man. I was like, oh man, oh,
yeah.
oh. So okay, so right now I'm sitting here thinking I don't have any shoes on right now, but what I'm gonna ask you is because I was just thought about it. If you could pick one pair of shoes for the rest of your life and you had to wear them every single day, what shoes would those be?
What is that I wear the most? I have some Birkenstocks that I wear all the time. But I don't know if that'd be good because like when it gets cold, I probably would want to wear those. But I don't know. Most shoes are uncomfortable to me. I'm just saying my Birkenstocks. I just put some socks on if it gets cold. A
Okay.
Birkenstock.
So a lot of kids that I have met, they look up to you. They love the way you run the 400. They love your media presence. You know, you're very media savvy. What would be some advice that you would give them that they're trying to pursue a career in track and field, and how to maintain, because you've had a very, like, at this point you've had a very lengthy career and you've been very successful. What would be some advice that you would want to give them if they were watching this right now?
Um, I guess I would say like make sure like your expectations for yourself aren't so much based on like outside influence. So like the goals that you have for yourself aren't like dictated by what you feel other people expect from you or like what you see other people doing. Cause like I feel like this sport is like it's an individual sport. So everything's like really personal. Like the things that you do like depend on like what you do. So I feel like if you have goals and aspirations, they should depend on like you and not so much be influenced by others. Because at the end of the day, it's just you running or you throwing or you jumping. So yeah, keep it personal. Like don't be too distracted, especially now with social media. Like you can see everything as soon as it happens. So don't be so distracted by what is going on. Focus internally on yourself.
Miss Courtney Okolo, I greatly appreciate you for stopping by to the Shark Tank. And I want
Thanks
to
for having
tell
me.
you that I am going to be rooting for you through the rest of the season. Are you running indoor this year, or you haven't decided
Yeah, I
yet?
should. I should for sure. Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely be looking for you for indoor. I'm rooting for you. You're one of my favorites. Always a class act, to say the least. And thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Hey, it's Courtney Okolo, y'all.
Thanks for
Hook 'em,
having
baby.
Thanks for having me.
So thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.